Hey, how's it going? I'm back. Yes, I took a little bit of a break. I just had to take some time off from recording. I wasn't so passionate about Explorer in the last few days and just concentrated on myself laying back a little bit and taking a little break. And now we're back. The bannings have finally happened. Standard is fresh and new again. The day has finally come. Oh my gosh. Reckoner Bankbuster and Fable of the Mirrorbreaker gone. I anticipated those leaving, also leaving. Invoke Despair. I'm sure you all have been up to the news already, but I'm just stating it for anybody who's living under a rock. Yeah, Invoke Despair, a little bit surprising that that one's gone too. I mean, it is a very, very powerful card, but it is, of course, very restrictive as well with 5 mana cost is high, and then having 4 black in your mana cost is not that easy. But yeah, I mean, it is a very strong effect, and it's sort of all the black decks, may it be Junt, Grixis, Mono Black, Red Black, they all played Invoke Despair as their 5-drop. So just for diversity's sake, I can see getting rid of the card. Surprising to see, I mean, not surprising, but yeah, only seeing those bans, not seeing something like Wandering Emperor go, or Betting Announcement, or Raffine, very, very powerful cards. That are still around, but yeah, we'll see how the metagame develops. Perhaps now that those cards could be easier to attack with, I don't know, a Vetting Announcement deck is probably not that great against someone going over the top of Atraxa, right? And yeah, arguably Regular Bankbuster and Fable of the Mirrorbreaker were the most egregious of them all, but it does feel a little weird that Invoke Despair is banned and Vetting Announcement is legal. Anyways, let's roll with it. There's plenty of stuff to explore, lots of decks to try out. But I want to go to the power right away. And what I have in front of me here is Domain. As we all know, it is a version very close to what Nico Boni and the team of around Canister, Piotr Glogowski, Lucas Honey played at the last PT, Pro Tour March of the Machine, and they had Reckoner Bankbuster in the deck. I had to cut them, of course. But we have a little, we have a 2-mana artifact as well in that slot, which also draws 3 cards. So it's pretty much, it's basically Reckoner Bankbuster, right? Which is kind of funny. Here in Courier's Briefcase, the perfect card for like a ramp Domain mid-rangey strategy where it either is ramp when you need to speed up against an aggro deck, when you gotta ramp out that sweeper, or even cast a Wandering Emperor on turn 3, which is nice. And it also... It just crashed. Arena crashed. Alright, cool. Alright, we had a little crash. Sorry about that. Now we're back. Yeah, Courier's Briefcase, pretty much regular Bankbuster. Anyways, excited to try this, right? You can speed out, and then you also have a 1/1 that you can sack and make disappear. And you also have the draw free later in the game. Innovation, Seedshark, Chromos Seedshark, 2/4 flyer, already decent stats, and with Leyline Binding, you get a 6/6 for very cheap, which is the combo here in this deck. You have Laydown Arms as well, of course. You have great white cards, Wandering Emperor, Sunfall. The original list had Vetting Announcement, but I think Restoration of Eiganjo might just be better. Maybe I'm wrong on that, but I want to try this one. You really want to make land drops. And I think Vetting Announcement is a little worse in a deck that doesn't have that many creatures. And I thought that Restoration is kind of nice in the late game with Briefcase. Keeps the ball rolling, returning Briefcase after you sacked it, drawing more cards, or yeah, you can ramp it out and then return it. I don't know, just seems reasonable, that combination. Yeah, and then we top it all off with Herd Migration Atraxa, of course. Sunfall, the best sweeper, or one of the best sweepers in the format. We have one Invasion of New Phyrexia, which is a little funky battle, late game finisher card. We'll see how good that one is. In the mana base, we have 12 Triomes, 4 Yavimaya Coast, 5 Plains, 1 of each basic, and a Boseiju in here. The Yavimaya Coast helps with Briefcase and Herd Migration, and Make Disappear helps casting those, of course. And then otherwise, we're pretty much like a white deck. We're like a band deck, as you can tell, with Atraxa on top, and then a couple red lands as well. Very low on those. Yeah, but they're nonetheless in here to enable the Briefcase, the red mana there, and of course to enable Leyline Binding and Herd Migration's full-on domain. And yeah, why do I think this deck is great? So I think this has a good Esper Legends matchup. Esper Legends is like the obvious great deck in the coming format, right? It didn't lose anything. It was exceptionally good in the previous format. It just succumbed to the power of the Fable of the Mirrorbreaker mid-range shell. Yeah, and so Esper Legends will be big. We will have probably mono white mid-range. That deck didn't lose nothing. And I think this is good against both of those. It goes over the top of mono white with Atraxa, and it has cheap removal against the cheap removal and sweepers against Esper Legends. Sideboard, we're looking at, yeah, just, you know, sideboard in the new format is always a little difficult. I took the sideboard from Nico and made some changes to it. Like I added like another farewell because I think mono white is going to be very prevalent, and I think farewell just got better in this format. Nissa is a nice one in that slot as well, sort of similar to farewell, very good against these enchantment decks. There was also an enchantment deck at the Arena Championship. That deck didn't lose nothing. It looks very strong, and farewell is just like a clean wipe against that. We have Front Break of Silence, you know, blue-black control, blue-white control, mono-blue Jin. Those are all decks that could be around now in higher numbers, and Thrun is just very, very good against those. Yeah, another Memory Deluge in here. Memory just, you know, now that Bankbuster is gone, I think there's no debate on what is the best card advantage spell in this format. It is just Memory Deluge. It is just an incredible card, and if you're playing blue, I mean, double blue is a bit difficult, but if you're playing blue, you can make this work, and it's going to be good. And then the rest, I mean, we have some more removal, counter magic, knockout blow in here. I suspect mono red will see some play. You know, just putting those knockout blows in there. Maybe they're completely unnecessary, and maybe mono red will not see play. And then we have Elspeth Smite, which is a little bit of a flexible removal that can come against plentiful decks. I guess one card that I don't have in my sideboard right now is Lauren of the Third Path. Pretty good free draw, but I suppose with Reckoner, Bankbuster, and Fable gone, the importance of Lauren has gotten a lot lower, right? Two of the best enchantments / artifacts gone. And yeah, so I guess Wedding Announcement is also a thing you could play in your sideboard, maybe in the front slot. Having that 3-mana enchantment could, in the end, be better because it also works so nicely with Make Disappear, yeah. All right, well, that is the deck for now. I keep those things that I just mentioned in mind, but yeah, let's just play some Magic, shall we? All right, opening hand. Yeah, looks fine, looks fine. We are banned deck. Playing against Plains. Is it mono white mid-range? Most likely. I'm excited to try out Shark in this format. Yeah. I mean, I've tried it in the Incubate shells a little bit. But it's pretty sweet with Leyline Binding. Spirited Companion. To nobody's surprise, it is mono white indeed. Alright, let's get this Briefcase out. You can use a Briefcase red mana for the sack, which is kind of cool. The first, like if you have 2 Briefcase, right, you can fix the mana and draw a card faster. There's a mountain, that's cool. I guess I'll just get the Restoration going, get me a Plains. I don't think I want to trade. I think I stay back because if they're flooded, they would like to have the Companion in the graveyard and want to get it back. And for me, there's really no upside. Oh, it is not actually. It is the green-white enchantment deck. Okay. Well, those farewells on the sideboard are going to be good. I can tell you that much. That card is super scary. Well, Leyline Binding takes care of that, which is nice. What do I do here? So I could go Shark into Leyline Binding. I have to sack the Briefcase to do that. It's probably okay to do so. Do I want to put Briefcase into play? Or do I put a land into play here? I don't have much to do next turn. I can't crack the Briefcase. No, I think I want to just put a land into play, honestly. And then we'll play Seedshark and Leyline Binding. Boom. Look at that. Nice. Now, I think I will attack with the 1/1. Okay, I just trade, sure. Because it is, like, they have Catilda maybe in their deck, so them having less enchantments on the board is, I think, good for me. Spirit Companion, alright. Yeah, keeping the Briefcase in hand is nice with the Seedshark, because you get another trigger. Okay. So they have 3 cards in hand. No flyer. I have a 6/6. What do I do here? I guess I'll just play this. Play the case. I think I don't want to get rid of the Architect. I think it's not that great here. I think I want to keep this for like a Catilda or something. Okay, that's all you got for the entire turn. So that tells me that they have a bunch of green cards in hand, right? Because they didn't play land, so they're sitting on green stuff. Do I want to cycle or do I want to make 6/6? I think I do have 2 Sunfall in my deck, which would be like one of the best draws here. Black mana is also good. This means I can crack the Briefcase. Do I want to kill any of these? I don't know. I mean, everything's gonna grow, which is kind of annoying. 3 cards in hand. This doesn't seem important. I don't think they have Catilda in hand right now, so maybe I should just use up my removal while I can. I guess I'll just kill the Architect, and then I can technically swing in with the Architect. Trade for like 2 creatures. Is that a good deal? I get a 1/1 out of the deal. Seems alright. Trim down the board state they have. Oh, well, now we even get to kill a valuable creature. I think I kill these 3. Yeah. Maybe I should have activated the 6/6 and attack with that as well. That was, yeah, I think that was a mistake. Could have gotten 6 damage in. Yeah. So next turn we have 7/8 mana. We can crack the Briefcase. Classification, alright. You got it. Getting rid of the Shark? Sure. The Shark did good work. Added extra 9 power to the board. Audacity, okay. So that's a 6/4. Draws a card. Interesting. I guess I trade with my small stuff against it. Draw a card, sure. They get this, yep. Okay. So who's the aggressor? Do I even attack here? I mean, I have Emperor. Interesting spot. I think I'll just attack. Okay. Calix. Free Calix Milt? What are the odds? That's pretty funny. Another Audacity. Okay, well that's gonna run right into my Emperor. Although this says when it leaves the battlefield, huh? I'm not even trying to attack. Interesting. This is a 6/4 trampler. I'm gonna give this first strike. And block this. Sunfall, there you are. Could give this first strike, but then I just jump and then eat up my Emperor. So I guess I'm okay with a trade. Well, honestly, let's just crack the briefcase before we do anything. If I find later on arms, I'm just gonna exile that thing. Alright, I didn't. They might also just take the damage to then kill my Emperor. Maybe I played a bit hastily with the Emperor. Let's see. Let's attack. Okay, they're gonna trade. Cool. Draw a card. I'll make a Samurai. And then I'll play Swamp and Briefcase. Yeah, Briefcase looking nice, honestly. Either it's RAM, it's like so flexible. It doesn't do anything exceptionally well, right? Like in some situations you would rather have a mana dork like the Scrap Gorger, for example, which continuously gives you mana. But here, yeah, I feel comfortable. Like, yeah, but then in the late game, a Scrap Gorger is just an 0-3. Well, this is literally like a draw free, make it 1-1, which is nice. We're outgrinding them, surprisingly. The Leyline Binding on Hallowed Haunting was very important. Alright, let's just draw 3 cards. I mean, I'm not surprised that I'm outgrinding them necessarily, but I would think that I need a sweeper to outgrind them effectively. But apparently I don't, so... That is what I'm surprised by. We had like 1 Leyline Binding for Haunting, we had Shark online a couple turns, which Shark seems very nice in this matchup. They don't have much removal. And like, yeah, it was good enough. Next turn we go Herd Migration. Sunfall is really just such an exceptional sweeper. Like, I don't even mind committing Herd Migration to the board with Sunfall in hand, knowing that I might have to use the Sunfall later on, because I get like a 8/8 or whatever with the Sunfall included. So, do I want to kill this? I don't think so. No need to. Just gonna keep attacking. Yeah, play my migration. I don't think they can beat this. Let's tap a little differently. Okay. Yeah, I mean, this deck is playing out very nicely so far. I'm loving it. You just play such a high power level of cards, right? Like, Lay Down Arms is so excellent in this deck. Leyline Binding is insane. The card quality is through the roof. So, what is bad, what is good in this matchup? I think Wandering Emperor isn't that great. Farewell's exceptional. Nissa is great. Oh, look at the mismatching gates. Classic. Invasion probably is not needed. Destroy Evil probably going to be good. I think Negate is going to be okay too. Depopulate is probably going to be fine as well, considering that they are very board centric. So I cut the Emperor entirely. I cut, what do I cut? Maybe I cut some laydowns. Maybe all laydowns. Put in the sweepers. What does Khalik say again? Is that a threatening card? Whenever Khalik or an enchanted creature you control is combat to player, you may create a code that's a copy of target. So it works with Audacity. Like, if a creature that is enchanted by Audacity attacks me, then they get a copy of a non-legendary enchantment. Well, everything gets swept away by Farewell at some point, so I don't know. I think this looks pretty good. I guess Leyline Binding is weird because if I play Farewell, I don't want to, you know, I'm always going to name enchantments almost surely, and then Leyline Binding is pretty awkward. Maybe that's the one I have to cut. Just play Lay Down Arms and Emperor. Maybe a Deluge to find me the Farewell. Alright, I'll play more late on arms. I feel like they have Jukai Naturalist, right? So I could lose games to Jukai unanswered. Cutting Leyline Binding is unintuitive, but I think it might be correct, considering that Farewell and that card is a pretty big non-bow, and the game's gonna drag out, and really I think how most of the time I'm gonna win is via Farewell. This hand is weird. 6 lands is a lot. I have all my colors, but I think I can do better. Okay. Yeah, I'll keep. I'll put back Atraxa, I guess. Could also put back like Mountain. Alright, I'll try putting back the Mountain. I do have 26 lands, Herd Migration, and Briefcase. So, I guess I could have killed this here on turn 1. Oof, that's exactly the scary start. Where I need the lay down arms. Probably just need to kill the Jukai. Oh, wait. Yeah, this is a lot of damage. Okay, they missed a land drop though. Let's see if the shark can stabilize. But I mean, we don't have anything to trigger the shark right now, which is a bit sad. I guess shark gets a lot worse when you cut the Leyline Binding, huh? So this is 5. Maybe I should have trimmed the shark. Oof, a lot of lands. And maybe Negate isn't as good on the draw, like kind of difficult to keep up counter magic as it appears. Just getting beaten down, huh? Briefcase will be a chump blocker. And if I draw an untapped land, I can slam Atraxa next turn, which could help me stabilize. Alright, I'm dead. Okay, that was a interesting game. I guess we know now how I lose. Interesting. So the shark, yeah, maybe the shark is just bad, I guess. With all the sweepers, I guess it makes sense that shark isn't great. Negate is a bit better on the play, but maybe it's just not good enough. Elspeth, Smite. Try some Emperors, try Memory Deluge. Yeah, I'll just play Negate. On the play, the counter spells has to be better, right? Maybe on the draw it's too slow. On the play, they don't have that much stuff like that is creature. They have Generous Visitor, Jukai, and a Companion, and maybe Calyx, but the rest of the deck is all enchantments, right? Ugh, this hand is tough. Oof. Doesn't really accomplish much, does it? I mean, these are not even good kill spells. Boah. Yikes, I don't know. Probably can't keep this. Okay. Do I bottom a land? I think yes. I don't need that many Yavimaya Coasts. I mean, that could be the downside of this deck, that you lose to itself, right? You're playing 5 colors. You just have a lot of tap lands. And a good curve out from the opponent could just beat you. Oh, God. And you playing the wrong land on turn 2 can also definitely cost you games. One goes the nuts again, okay. Yeah, my bad. I don't know why I thought I could do it that way, but yeah. I should have had a Briefcase in play right now. Which is huge, which is just game losing. That's too bad. Okay, what do I do now? I could hope that my opponent walks into this Depopulate. I don't know, I think I just kill the Jukai. It also draws them a card with the Depop, so just want to get rid of it. Okay. Huh. I mean, the Yavimaya Coast, I guess I could have cast Memory Deluge, huh? Yeah, it looks tough. I mean, I lost game 2 to them just having a very good curve out, and I didn't have any like answers. And here I lose game 3 to just, you know, my own deck dying to itself in a way, and me misclicking, to be fair. So you can get this back, which I don't really care about, but I'm already at 8 life, so yes, I could. Wandering Emperor, the colleagues. How many planes do I play? I play 8, 11, 15 planes. So it's high. But 11 non-planes. Leyline arms can sometimes be awkward in this deck. That's definitely sure. Yeah, this is a good one. I have to do this, otherwise I die.
Run away. You'll be safer.
I now need an untapped land or a white land. Oh, okay. Guess. Exile that.
My judgment is final. Until next time.
Okay, we block here. Take. Okay, I guess I'm not dead. A little bit of a frustrating game. I don't know how much it would have changed if I had Briefcase on 2. Probably would have done a pretty big difference, but yeah. Just kind of died to ourselves. With power comes, you know, downside, major downside. So this is jump block. They put this to 5. Alright, GG. Alright, you got it. I guess I could have played another Briefcase there as well and then survive with 2 jumpers. Yeah. Alright, warm-up game. Alright, on the play. Yeah, this deck is driving me crazy already. Okay, mulligan, no mana sources, can't keep that. Okay, this is better. I guess I bottom this. Yeah, power. Powerful stuff, but yeah, just losing to itself. It's not good. That wouldn't be good. Darkslake Shores, alright. That green-white deck looks very strong. It's powerful and proactive. Esper Legends, huh? The Raven Man. I guess I'll just... Against Esper, it's nice to keep them off curve. Just... That weakens the deck. If Raffine gets a lot worse when there's nothing to, you know, attack with on turn 2. On turn 3 when it comes down. We could also see that just straight blue-white control could be good now. Like, one of the worst cards in the format for blue-white control was Bankbuster. And Fable. I mean, both of them are so good against blue-white control. They're both gone now. So hey, why not just play that? Yeah. I mean, I really like Leyline Arms and Leyline Binding. I guess you could also play them in blue-white, but it's a bit more difficult. I think I'll just discard this. Yeah. Get it back. Play this. And then we can Emperor the Toulouse next turn. Cool. Yeah, I mean, this deck did play Bankbuster at the Pro Tour. Bankbuster is the type of card that really helps smooth out your draw, right? Like when you're missing colors, you can just play Bankbuster and draw cards. So missing that one is maybe a bigger deal than I initially thought. It's just an air tie. No, shielded, Danik. Okay. And Rona. Memory Deluge, that's a good one. I can discard another card. I guess I do so. No! Stupid me. Oh, the Danik stops that. Jeez, another mistake. Oh. Played so much Pioneer recently, guys. Standard is not my format anymore. Oh man, that sucks. Okay, I killed the Toulouse. Just threw a card away for no reason. Stinker. Well, we're gonna be okay. We have Memory Deluge. It's gonna be okay. I think we're looking good. Like, yeah. We just, I guess we need to find black mana and or Sunfall. Black mana and Atraxa or Sunfall to really get ahead and take over. Yeah. Oh, they flipped that. Okay. Sure. That's good for me. Oh, nice. Awesome. Excellent draw. Let's go ahead and Memory Deluge main phase. There's Atraxa and there's technically black mana, but it's a bit of slow black mana source. Leyline Binding is obviously great too. Interesting. Interesting. So I'm gonna lay down arms this. Attack for free. And then it would cost me an entire turn to get the swamp. It's rough. And then they develop like a shielded or something. And then I cast Atraxa and they might have air tie at that point. So they can just counter Atraxa. So I could also take the cheap white cards. Maybe that's just good enough, honestly. Like, I already have a good board. I have Memory Deluge in the graveyard as well. This removes like a Shieldred. Or an Owl, or the Dawn Sky, whatever they... Like, they need to get onto the board here. They're clearly behind. These architects are looking pretty good. And I don't think they have Go for the Throat, because I think they would have used Go for the Throat instead of making their Rona into a 5/5 last turn. So these architects are here to stay, I believe. Maybe they have a Eiganjo, I guess. But even that, they probably would have attacked with both and then Eiganjo when I block, right? So I don't know. Plaza of Heroes is up. Okay, first things first, just attack. Could have an air tie. Could have any of the channel lands, or Vara, I guess. I can respond to Eiganjo with first strike and 1/1 counter. Are they gonna go for a double? Interesting. So they have 4 power in total. I think I want to kill the Raven Man. I could play Emperor now and give first strike. I could also do nothing. I get a little bit punished if they have air tie. If I go for Emperor. Like, not that much. I think it's worth it. Like the Raven Man is going to die anyways. It's going to be a trade. Even if they have air tie here or not. If they have... If they go Plaza of Heroes on one of their creatures, the other one is going to die, because I'm going to pump this up to 4 power. So the Plaza doesn't really do a whole lot for them here. it saves one of them. But then I basically trade, you know, I basically get rid of a plaza and one creature, which is amazing. I still have Emperor and Architect in play. Opponent is in the tank. They do have airtie. That's fine. I'll get to draw a card here. The 3-2 is fairly irrelevant at this stage. Another binding, okay. Ah. Binding is great against Esper, so doesn't hurt to have more of those. It's a weird mana base for a 5-color deck. Just banned with 4 planes. I mean, the planes come from the Architect, so. Alright, opponent took a long time to think, but now we are playing Raffine. And a Scruff. Ooh. It's good here. Yeah. Play this. Let's see if they go for a double block. I can blow them out. They don't. I just get rid of the Raffine. So now I could kill the airtie and then kill the Dennick. But the Dennick comes back from the graveyard anyways. They kind of want the Dennick in the grave, I think. Alright, I guess maybe this attack turned out bad. I'm basically just trading for an airtie. Okay, yeah, this wasn't good. Maybe I shouldn't have attacked. It was a good block by my opponent, I guess. It's like, if they only block with these two, I can exile the Dennick and then kill the airtie, which is good for me. But they did block with the 1-4 as well, so then I couldn't do that, and I didn't calculate into that. That was a good block. Yeah, we're looking at a great position. We have Memory Deluge in the graveyard, opponent's down to 1 card. Pretty bad board position. Hey. Now we have 5-color deck. Mana value. I think I just want to be mana efficient. And Memory Deluge, and I'll do this. And I'm not attacking because of Eiganjo. Alright, they just give up. Yeah, I mean, I make an incubator, draw 2 cards, like this game's over. Okie dokie, I think the invasion is unnecessary here. Memory Deluge is unnecessary. Restoration is a bit slow. Make disappear is a bit bad. Make disappear is fine. Like, I think restoration is just a bit slow. I think Seedshark is good. But I'm not super sure on that. But I would think it's good. So, what do I want? Elspeth, Smite, Destroy Evil, Depop. Those are the good ones. Farewell is questionable. 6 mana is a lot, but it does go around. It's basically a shitty Sunfall in this matchup. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe Sunfall is better than Farewell, the more I think about it. Because like you have Leyline Binding against the enchantment deck for like Hallowed Haunting, and the rest of their stuff in the end always is a creature, right? Besides Ossification, I guess. But like all the sagas are flipping into creatures, and at that point Sunfall, you know, just gets rid of them. I mean, I have to be afraid of counterspells too. So maybe I cut an Atraxa for a Memory Deluge. Like they will have Disdainful Strokes, right? And those are gonna be great against me. So I'll trim a little bit on the big clunky stuff. Okay. I think this is reasonable, but it's pretty bad against Talia. Specifically, opponent kept the hand fast. I'll try it. I mean, Esper Legends is a type of deck that has so many tools because it just plays all these colors and has like counter spells and very powerful threats that I could see that you have a good game one against, right? With a deck like this, we have sweepers, you have good removal. But then post-board, when they bring in counter magic, I could see things getting a lot more difficult. Oh, I should have played the Swamp, by the way. In case I draw Mountain next turn. Right, because I have Leyline Binding. I was thinking about Laydown Arms. But because I have Binding in hand, I should play the Swamp, probably. Alright, one of those games, I guess. One of those games. Yeah, if you don't play Cut Down or the Fomantic Barrage, I guess we have Laydown Arms. So honestly, I'm actually fine in that regard. I do have answers for a turn 2 Talia. Just kill the Talia, I guess. So Lauren is a big problem. They Lauren my Leyline Binding, that would be pretty atrocious for me. Leyline Binding has downsides to it. That's clear. I just hope they play like a shielded, but it's probably going to be unlikely. Yeah. That hurts. That hurts a lot. It's a clean 2 for 1. No progress made on my side. So now I'm pretty much reliant on the sweeper. I guess I can really tone down the pressure that's coming at me here by playing Leyline Binding and exiling this Raffine. Okay, so now they only have 4 damage, so they might have to commit. Yeah, okay, perfect. This is perfect for me. This is exactly what I wanted to happen. This is great. This is really good. Okay, so I'm probably just going to use the Depop, honestly, because right now they're not going to draw a card. Oh, I can't even Sunfall, right? They have Talia in play. That makes that decision clear. So I go to 7. But 7 is not 0 by any means. So I'm going to be okay, I think. Talia again. It's just a bit annoying. Yeah, Esper has great sideboard too. It's Lauren, counterspells. It all seems troublesome. Yeah, I think I have to just Sunfall again. It doesn't feel great to not have any answers left for anything. Like if they play a Shieldred here, Raffine, what have you, I'm just gonna, you know, do nothing. But because of counter magic and because I think it's kind of likely that they have counter magic at this point left in their hand, I think I have to do it there and just tap out. And, you know, they have 2 spells in hand, right? They missed land drops. I'm pretty sure they missed a land drop this game. So I think their hand is reactive and they're sitting on a counter magic. Maybe an Airtie, maybe a Disdainful Stroke, something like that. Herd Migration. And another Sunfall. So the Airtie I can counter if I go Sunfall. Herd Migration cost me a little bit too much. So I can't counter the Airtie. I guess I could flip the Incubator as well. 2 cards in hand. I kind of don't want to pop the Sunfall yet. I want to wait a little bit. Yeah, I think I'm just going to wait. I'm just going to do nothing. I'm just gonna put them on Corner Magic in their hand, like Disdainful Stroke or Airtie. I go to 1. I can gain some life here. Alright, you want? Yeah, I'll do that. I gain some life and then I just Sunfall the board. So I'm at 6. I go to 4. And I make disappear the Disdainful Stroke, which... Oh! Dang it. I drew another cycling land. A little bit sloppy plays there. Yeah, I think I maneuvered this game pretty well. Yep. That was to be expected. Cool, awesome. 4 life, couple incubators, not much left in hand. Oh, they just give up. Alright, sweet. Confirming somewhat that the Esper matchup is good, but you know, we had a lot of sweepers, we had double Leyline Binding. Although they had a very good draw as well. They went Talia, Raffine into Lauren. Just the one turn where they tapped out for Shieldred, that was like risky. And I had to depopulate at the ready, which if that would have been a Sunfall, I couldn't have cast that. It would have cost me 6. That was turn 5. So important to have the depopulate in a sideboard, I guess, to have that avenue of attack against Esper. Or the defense, I guess, is a better description. Okay, yeah, this is not good enough. This is doable. The Lane on Arms doesn't look that great yet. But it's still a removal spell. Briefcase. We get rid of the Briefcase actually. Oh, mono red, yeah. Kumano. That's one of the best cards in the format. Maybe now the best red card in the format with Fable gone. This card is just through the roof on what it does for 1 mana. It's just incredible. Yeah, this could be the best red card. Okay. That type of draw, huh? Opponent's not messing around. Probably just gotta stem the bleeding. I mean, I would like to keep up Make Disappear for a free drop. But I think I can't do that. So I don't need to put this into play early because my deck is only banned, right, in the early turns. It helps with the Leyline Binding, making that cheaper, but yeah, I guess it does. Huh. Interesting. Maybe I messed up. Maybe I was supposed to play this last turn, then play Coast, and then have Make Disappear plus Leyline Binding up. The draw is so bananas on the play here. It's just like, doesn't matter what I have, honestly, I think. It just doesn't matter. The draw is like through the roof. Yeah. I guess I'll just play this and Leyline Binding. I have to draw Wandering Emperor, I guess. I'm not coming back in a million years from this game. Maybe if I would have played the Proving Ground and they run out a Boseiju here. Okay. Yep. I try to attack that. Huh. I'm amazed. I think that's not a good play at all. If you just go face, put me to 1. What if I have a sweeper? I don't, but if I had Depopulate, like, you get wrecked. No, that's not a good line at all. What do I do? Do I let him have that? Yeah, I don't have a sweeper, so the game's going to continue longer, so the 4/4 is going to be troublesome. You know, I will disrupt the 3/3, but nonetheless, in that situation, you always go face. I mean, you put me to 1, like, what do you want with the creature anyways? Like, the game doesn't Yeah, it's just not a good play at all. Unfortunately, I can't punish them, so here we are. Well, glad I have these knockout blows in the sideboard. They have another. Ah, Jesus. Okay, their draw was like demonic. Okay, whatever. Happens. Happens. Okay, what's not good? Memory Deluge. The counter spells, maybe? Invasion, maybe? Can make a bunch of 2/2s to stabilize. Make Disappear is not terrible on the play, but I mean, this deck is not the greatest Make Disappear deck because you often probably will have to play like tap lands and then play like laydown arms, and you can't keep up Make Disappear on curve. So I think I want to keep all these. Lifelink is good, of course. This gains me free life. Restoration seems fine. Shark seems great. I have to cut something. I guess Make Disappear it is. Don't think it's a Briefcase. Could be the could be like 2/2. I could cut 2 Briefcase to Make Disappear. So like in this matchup, I'm not gonna have time to activate the 5 mana ability. And the speed bump that it gives with 1 treasure, I think is not good enough. I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it is exactly what I want. Because, you know, the extra speed could be nice. But like, then you compare it to Make Disappear. Because Make Disappear on turn 2 on the play is actually decent. Like, countering their 2-drop. But yeah, I think on the draw, Briefcase becomes a lot better than Make Disappear because you just don't have time. Like last game, just don't have time to Make Disappear, and you just die with Make Disappear in your hand. I mean, if they don't have the God draw, this could be okay enough, but it's not great. It's pretty slow. Feel bad about mulliganing a hand like this though, because I'm playing a 4-color deck, 5-color deck, and I have 4 colors already. It's just difficult to mulligan. Can I do better on a 6? I can, but what are the odds? I think I'm trying it. Maybe a mistake. If they have the God draw again, I'm just gonna lose. But that's how it is. No 1-drops is already good. Whoa. Okay, I guess maybe they're going for Nahiri's Warcrafting or something. I mean, that is good for me, though. That's not a great 2-drop for them. Okay, sure. I mean, this card is not very good in this matchup. Like, against all my sweepers, it's terrible. I guess I'll just put a Plains to play. Probably just Sunfall next turn. Attack me with that one. Yeah, I want them to have the dragon, so you got it. Planeswalker would be annoying. Okay, they don't have a Planeswalker. They play around a sweeper. Okay, fair. I guess I could have played Emperor. I don't know. I think it was fine how I played it. I could have prevented the thing from flipping for 1 more turn. Shit, devastating. Okay, 12. Okay, so I lose if they have some sort of threaten effect. I guess if I have if I find Leyline Binding with the Atraxa next turn. Okay, I guess I'll play around the threaten. I think I can play around the threaten in this situation.
This is what you get for hurting my people.
I can find Leyline Binding and then I have it up, so if they have threaten I can do stuff. Kumano, okay.
I'll be back.
Mono red is certainly going to be good in this format. Like, it was close to being good enough, and you know, the mid-range shells were certainly troublesome matchups for the deck. But I think Esper Legends just having Danik and Shieldred and stuff, kind of bad news for the deck. Probably take this over Depop. Take this, and just take an untapped Plains. Forest. Yes, Forest. At this point I have enough Plains. So if they have threaten, they can hit me for 7. And then plus Mishra's Foundry or something. What's the worst they can do? They can Lightning Strike my face, then threaten the Atraxa, Lightning Strike my face. Then the 5/5 doesn't do anything against that either. I think I stay back with the 5/5 though. If they have some sort of shenanigans, I might want to have another block on the ground. I don't think I win this game by racing here. I just play defense, gain some life, and I'm good to go. I guess I have also knockout blow up, so it could be very difficult for them to win. They have... Okay, sure. Yeah. Grind yourself through these. It's fine. And free squee. Okay, well, I'll just play another one, I guess. Okay. I think I don't even take the Sunfall. I don't need it. And I pass the turn again. Discarding Briefcase, land, and turn migration. Okay, if I don't win this game, I mean, my opponent even knows half my hand or more. Like they know 5 out of it. And they haven't given up yet, which is some true fighting spirit, I must say. Okay, now they concede. They realized. Okay. Alright, did we learn anything? I guess Destroy Evil does kill some of these dragons. Shivan Devastator is a thing. Interesting. I feel like the invasion might not be that great because I have these dragons. I'll try to Destroy Evil. Also does get rid of Kumano for what it's worth. Yeah. Alright, let's go. Okay, they do have Lithomantic Barrage and Nahiri's Warcrafting, so they're kind of prepared for the Shark. So I don't want to run out the Shark on 3 mana likely. I want to run it out later in the game, if I can. So then like cast a spell and get immediate value out of it. Yeah. Wandering Emperor is one of my better cards. Knockout Blow, of course, lay down arms I want to see in the opening hand. And Depopulate I think is pretty good here too. Especially the way my opponent plays with Invasion of Tarkir. That's just not a good card against sweepers. It's like a 2-drop that gains me life, which is kind of weird. Sand seems good enough. That is good here. Speeds up my Sunfall to turn 4. That's awesome. Alright, good draw, good draw. What do I do here? Just kill this? I don't think so. I think I just want to play the Briefcase. So either play Herd Migration, I guess. I think I'll go with the Briefcase though. In 2 turns I have Sunfall. The Mithras Foundry could be a little problematic. But I also gain a bunch of life with these Herd Migrations. Yeah, I think I'm just going to keep up this Leyline Binding. Although, if I do so, I can't hurt migration. They're incentivized to play another creature here. They might just activate the Foundry. They do play another creature, so that's 9 damage. So if I hurt migration, get a land, I go to 13, then I take 9, go to 4, and then I die to... I just die. Okay, well, in that case I have to Leyline Binding. Opponent is a very patient player apparently. Gets that mute instantly. Okay, so now I can Sunfall. But I lose against a decent amount of stuff. I could also hurt migration for a land, lay down Arms this Bloodthirsty, Leyline Binding like Komano. I go to 8. Then they can't really kill me that easily. Oh shoot. Oh, no, I messed up. I need to hurt migration first, right? Yeah. I need to hurt migration first, get a land. Now I can't do Sunfall and lay down Arms. Sorry, not Sunfall. Leyline Binding and lay down Arms. That was bad. Had everything mapped out, but then just made a misclick. So I guess I have to Sunfall and die against a lot of stuff. I can kill these 2. I don't have... That's the same as Sunfalling. Alright, yeah. I found a line that was good, but then I misclicked and here we are. Too bad. Oh, okay, land also kills me, right, yeah. I mean, they had a really good draw again. I don't know what I could have... I mean, I know what I could have done differently, that's pretty obvious, but like, otherwise... No, I think I played well until that misclick. That was unfortunate. The manlet is nice. Wandering Emperor is important there to get something. That was like moderate, just letting... But it's not unlosable by any means. I think if you add more no god blows or anything, like, you're gonna be okay. My opponent was on the play, had the complete god draw in game 1. And then game 2, we had a pretty easy game, I would say. Never going below like 13 life. And then this game, they had the complete, like, not as good as a draw as in game 1, but a really good draw again with, you know, the best red card in the format. On turn 1, so, you know, happens. Yeah, I just messed up. Hurt migration, lay down Arms, Leyline Binding, boom, boom, boom. Then they're left with... I'm on 8, and they're left with the same board, pretty much. But I'm at 8, so... They can hit me down to 2. If I think about it, I probably would have lost this game anyways, because these Foundries hitting me for 4 damage is kind of brutal, and I don't have a way to answer them. Like, I have Sunfall in my hand, and like a Hurt Migration, and that's it. And I have to draw like an Emperor immediately, so I probably would have lost this game anyways. Alright, okay, I thought this deck was amazing, and then first 3 matches I will go 1 and 2. Okay, I mean, the proactive decks with their powerful draws got us. And match 1 was a little bit, you know, Greenwood enchantments. I mostly died to myself. I didn't die to the opposing deck. But yeah, I mean, this is the type of deck when it draws well, it's going to beat everybody, right? Like, if you draw your mana and have everything on curve, it's just, there's no deck that has a more power to it in the format than this probably. Like, okay, I guess if you play against a control deck, they have counterspell on every step of the curve and on the play, that could beat you. But, you know, the good draws of the stacks are very powerful. And even the bad draws, you know, you can, I mean, yeah, as long as you can cast some spells, you're going to be okay. Like, the deck is mostly blue and white, has some green in it. So I think the mana is not that egregious either, right? It's just a lot of tap lands, but you make up for that fact with these cheap removal spells. Yeah, so I think it's a very good choice. I would just straight ahead say that, even though we went 1 and 2, the mono red play again was very close, great draws. And then Esper Legends, we had an easy 2-0. So yeah, I think if you want to start in the format, you like mid-rangey decks that go a little bit over the top, and you want to dunk on like some mono white players or whatever, I think this is a good way to go with it. And really, what I like about the deck is that it just has, for every scenario, it has answers. Like, white is a really good color in standard. White has Farewell, white has great removal spells, sweepers, and then mix that up with blue, you have counterspells, right? Counterspells are amazing against all the go bigger decks, so you kind of have everything covered in a way, and then you also have the over the top stuff. So I really just like a lot of the things that are going on here. So, you know, just a personal favorite deck here in the beginning of standard. Let me know, guys, what you think is going to be the breakout deck. Yeah, it's really unexplored right now. Anything could happen. Maybe even new decks that we didn't even know about are going to emerge now that Fable and Bankbuster aren't there to suppress them anymore. Blue-black control, for example, I think that's one. And maybe, yeah. All right, guys, we'll see. Thank you for watching as always, and see you next time. Bye-bye.